You decide what you want. You're the boss on this.
No, again, I am not the boss. I'm just a coordinator.
You're the head chef on this.
No, Hefe.
Actually, one of the teams that I cook with up north, who's on the competition circuit, and they're on their way to Dallas right at the moment, or not Dallas, Texas somewhere, Fort Worth, for the World Steak Cook-Off Association.
My hometown.
Their name is
El Hefe.
El Jefe Smoke.
The boss.
The boss.
Because his name's Jeff. Jeff and Dan. Alright, I don't want to take off too much fat, because fat is always good.
Flavor.
Well, and a lot of times I'm a cheater with fat, because I'll trim and I'll put the fat on top of it before I wrap it. And then it renders through the meat, and then when I pull them off, I take the meat, and when I take that fat off, throw it away.
Wow. Wasted bone. Because you're only getting a small amount. And that's what upset me when I went to Fall River.
They serve that.
They serve that. That's an insult.
Again, you know, the whole thing is, it's masses,
Yeah.
feeding masses versus, I talked about this last night.
Yeah.
It's feeding masses versus feeding competition judges versus feeding your family.
Right.
When you go to county line, I'll find meat, you get that.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Bucket.
And we're going 3 bone, so, or do we decide 4 bone? We said 4 bone? I'd have to look. Anyway, third, they're being thirds. I think we're gonna cut them in 2 bone.
Yeah, I thought you said single and 2.
Okay, I think, is that what we decided?
Yeah.
I'd have to look. I didn't take all those notes. Paul did.
Paul took all the notes?
Yeah.
Oh, what the hell? Why don't you take all the notes? You're supposed to take the notes.
Dude, I'm an idea guy, not a doer.
You're a shower, not a grower?
That's right.
I started in the wrong spot again. All right, so see there's no meat on here. So we cut off where there's little to no meat, because that's a waste.
We're not taking the silver fat off of this.
No, we're not even gonna scar it. We're just gonna leave it as is. We're trimming up just a hair to make them look pretty, because pretty is nice.
So a full serving when we serve them will be 2 tubes.
I'm just taking off this little layer of fat, just because it's just fat and it's gonna hinder the seasoning.
Doesn't have time to render.
Right.
Yes. You cook them so, you know, the window's so short when you cook ribs.
Yeah,
that
it's
they
not
just don't have time to render a lot of fat.
Not like pork butt, you have time to render all the fat down.
Fat starts to render at 180, 61 degrees, something like that. Collagen starts to break down at 180.
180. How's your judging go last weekend?
It went, it was very nice.
A lot, wasn't it?
We were indoors,
Oh.
so that was really nice. I like it when we're indoors.
Was it local or?
No, it was, well, local. It was
Florida.
Florida.
Okay.
It wasn't, it was near Lake City, but it was the Shawnee Music Festival.
Oh, it's funny.
Yeah, so that's where it was at.
Is that an RV park?
Yeah,
I've been there. I stayed there, God, in when I first moved here, 80, 90, and 90, I stayed in that park.
You probably can put that away, because somebody's gonna wanna
Get in there.
get in there.
Good music?
There was no music going on.
Oh, no
It was
music.
just a barbecue thing. And
Yeah,
then
they have a big music festival there every year though.
then they had a rock. So, let's start with, we're gonna put this on here. We're gonna pull another one, that on here, and then we'll season up the ribs. We'll take that.
Do the whole thing, okay.
Yeah. All right, do you wanna measure out, weigh out how much? I have
Yeah,
a little,
what do you,
there's a shaker thing in there. I'm assuming you know how to use that.
alright, there's 0.
All right.
Where do you wanna start at? You tell me what you think is a light.
What are we at?
We're at 34, 35 grams.
All right, let's go 35. And it has different covers.
Yep.
Some are light, some are medium. Figure out one that's,
I think that'll give you.
That's too small.
looks good to me. We'll see. All right, so a light rub,
So
Light
lights,
rub and no binder.
no binder.
so 35 grams, right?
Yep. The back doesn't have to be as heavily rubbed or coated. The reason they call it rub is you rub it in. You want to get one of those, the blank tray, so we can put underneath.
That's not a light. That's
That's
a
not.
light.
That's not.
You tell me if you think it's adequate and I'll measure it and deduct
Well-
the remaining weight.
Everybody take a look. I think that's, for a base coat, that works.
Yeah.
I mean,
For a light coat.
before my thing turns off,
Okay.
let me. So that, we started with 35 grams. That's 17 left.
17, so we used roughly half.
Yeah.
We'll put these aside. We'll remember which,
18, we used 18 grams for light.
and that is on the ones that we just trimmed, no
No score.
no scoring,
Full skin.
full skin.
Gotcha.
All right. This one is the scoring one, so this will be the medium.
So,
Start with the same, around the same amount, or 25, yeah,
because that's basically doubling.
yeah.
And I put you a little bigger shape.
Okay. Well, we got one more bigger one than that?
No, that's the big one.
That's the big one. All right.
So we're starting with 35 again.
All right, so that's the back.
And this is the scored one.
This is the scored one.
That's a full 35 grams.
Full 35.
So the medium is the scored one. And this is the
You
clean one.
got it backwards. Skin's on that one.
Right, skin's on this one. So
Oh.
this is, it'd be good for the heavy, because, so,
This is the light, this is,
The light was on the,
on the trim,
This is no-
fully trimmed,
that's no,
no skin fully trimmed,
this is scored, this
Right.
is still scored.
yeah.
so how heavy would you go on the heavy one? 50?
Yeah, so you got 50 grams in here.
Okay.
Okay. And while these rest, we'll fire up the smoker and get that.
Now, what's the difference between the three of them?
So,
One's got no membrane,
So-
this one's got scored membrane.
and this one's got the full membrane still on the back.
So the light dressing is on the one with no membrane,
Right.
medium scored,
We just have to
so you would,
remember which.
17, 35, and 50 then?
18, 35, and 50.
18, 35, okay.
And we'll pick, when we're done, we'll try and look at them, and we'll all decide which one we like the best, and that's what we'll go with.
And along with that, we're gonna try no sauce, light sauce, and do you wanna do heavy sauce on one? Sure. Okay. And this way, we can say, this is what we're all gonna do.
And then I'll write it out, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, so everybody has a copy of it and go, this is what I gotta do.
Awesome.
I think, to me, looking at it visually, 50 is a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's too much.
I'm more of the mind of like the 30. You don't wanna lose the taste of the meat.
right.
It'll soak in.
It will.
Right, yeah, as the smoker is starting, then we'll be able to.
They're marinated.
Haven't even used all of it, but I really think I'm overkilling it now,
Yeah.
I do too, but
just a couple spots. All right,
now if I were doing a brisket, I'd like the heavy.
Okay.
let's let them sit and look pretty,
Beautiful.
and we'll stop the smoker.
I agree.
Yeah.
That's the medium.
Stop the smoker. Let's light the fires.